All right, let's get into it. This is gonna be a fun show. This is gonna be a fun show. A lot not a lot, but enough eventful shit happened today to where you just got to press record. That's it was a crazy day, especially if you're a fan of the New Orleans Saints. It was an interesting day. Real quick, this show is presented by Rob's AC and Heating. You can check them out, robsad.com. Whether you need a generator, they got generators. They'll repair your generator. If you need AC maintenance on your heater, you need to get your air checked. Maybe you don't like the quality air. You got this suspicion that your air's fucked up. Rob's gonna come in there, and he's gonna figure out what's going on with the air. You know what I'm saying? Get the air back to an excellent form. So check them out, robsair.com, or you can call them 504-348-7128. Also, Blue Plate Mayo is the official mayo of HTM, the official mayo of the Saints. If you're dealing with any kind of other mayonnaise, you're dealing with some tourists. I don't recommend. I don't trust them. Just because they got a bowl game for college don't mean that they not tourist mayo. So buy the right mayo when you're on the mayo aisle and support local mayonnaise. How about that? Bet you weren't expecting that. How about that? Give me a call, 504-265-0025. Might as well just start it off and finish with Mickey Loomis, because you don't get to hear from Mickey Loomis a lot. Hearing from Mickey Loomis is like hearing from the Pope. You just don't. You don't hear from Mickey a lot, and he gave you a good bit of time today. I don't know if you're in the, listening to motherfuckers chew gum, but Mickey was gnawing on some gum like a dinosaur today, and then also answering all the questions that we all have for Mickey Loomis. And just to give you an idea what that sounded like, we might as well just play this because my favorite clip. This is probably everybody's favorite clip from Mickey Loomis's press conference.
Lazy thing to do is look at the results of a season and say, it's a coach's fault or it's the quarterback's fault. I think oftentimes you have to look beyond that. I was prepared for this question, right? Chuck Noll, his first 3 years, Hall of Fame coach, he was 1-13, 5-9, 6-8. But they recognize that this guy's a good football coach, right? Bill Belichick, here's his first 3 seasons, 6-10, 7-9, 7-9. Tom Landry, 0-11, 4-9, 5-8, 4-10, 5-8. Hall of Fame coaches, all of them. Bill Walsh, first year, 2-14. Second year, 6-10. So I think the easy thing to do is just look at the results and say, oh, no, we've got to have a change. You got to look beyond that. What are the reasons why we were 9-8 instead of, 13-4? And look, it's collective. It's the players. It's the coaches. It's me. It's our personnel staff, our roster.
All right, let's just stop it right there. Mickey Loomis is a wild dude. He's a wild dude. I've impersonated Mickey Loomis. I've played him in skits a lot. I've done a lot of skits as Mickey Loomis. I always knew he was a wild dude. I've been doing skits on Mickey Loomis since as long as I can remember. This is why. Because when you put a mic on Mickey Loomis, and we never really seen Mickey Loomis in this predicament where it's like his back's against the wall. He's got a lot of questions to answer. Well, you put Mickey Loomis in a situation, man, this was like a Metairie cat, chewing on his gum. If he could have smoked a cigarette, he was chewing gum viciously and drinking coffee at the same time. Psychopath, and look, I like Mickey. I don't have a problem with Mickey, but look, Mickey's got a lot of questions to answer. This comes down to Mickey. This was a something else press conference, brother. It was something else. The analogies are crazy. The thinking is crazy. Him thinking how we think, like we don't pick up on this.
They recognize that this guy's a good football coach, right? Bill Belichick, here's his first 3 seasons, 6-10, 7-9, 7-9. Tom Landry, 0-11, 4-9, 5-8, 4-10, 5-8. Hall of Fame coaches, all of them. Bill Walsh, first year, 2-4.
Motherfucker. We are talking about Dennis Allen. We're not talking about somebody on the brink of greatness. I mean, that's like saying Jim Haslett's going to be a Hall of. This is. You didn't have to go there. I don't know if you're trolling me. Bill Walsh, motherfucker. Bill Belichick. That was unnecessary. We didn't need that. Like, we believe you. He's a good coach. We didn't need that. Spread quarters.
Hey, what's up, Dev? I had a question. What's your thoughts on Power Rangers?
Do what?
Your thoughts on Power Rangers?
Motherfucker, I don't know. I'm in the middle of something right now. But you know, to just drop those three names for no reason, you know, Mickey was on one today. Mickey was on one. You know, he woke up, look, he had the little paper in his pocket. You know, you ever seen a motherfucker pull something out their pocket like they had wrote it the day before? That's what Mickey did. He pulled it. Oh, I was prepared for this question. Oh, well, probably because you're getting asked a lot. Because the shit don't make sense. And guys, I apologize for the stream. It's probably choppy, but you know, that's it's been holding me down for 5 years. They used to tell me I'm just bitching and complaining. But you know, you get held back down here as a New Orleans town with this Cox internet. But you know, Mickey Loomis just, man, if I could describe it as something, it was like Mickey Loomis kind of just walked in the park today. Not a care in the world. You know, I believe Dennis Allen is a good coach. You know, we did some bad things, but we did a lot of good things. It's lazy to blame okay, well, might be lazy to blame the quarterback and the head coach, but guess what, bro? I didn't make him the quarterback you know, Derek Carr chose to play quarterback. He took on that accountability a long time ago. Spread quarters.
Mason Lawman, Dexter, and Louisiana.
What's that again? My bad, brother. What? But no, Mickey just, you know, it was very, man, it's like Mattery car salesman. That's the vibe I picked up, the gum smacking, boy. But you want to talk, if you don't think that a gum company called Mickey Loomis after that press conference, I mean, as much as you heard him talking, you heard him smacking. You know, he's smacking his gums off, bro. I mean, and then you got Bobby Hebert in the back. You know, Bobby, when he asks a question, he really tell a story, and I love that. You know, some people don't like Bobby, whatever. I love when Bobby asks a question because it's never a question. Spread quarters.
What's going on, Dev, my brother?
What's
fucking
up?
Dog. Mickey was on one today with that fucking bullshit ass press conference.
I don't know if I'm impressed or if I'm entertained.
Discombobulated?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to think.
Bro, like really, like, dude just went out there and just said, "Fuck it, we winging it with this one." Yeah,
it's almost like if I could be like Mickey's interpreter, you know, I would think a lot of the vibe was like, man, I used to love when Sean used to be able to do this shit. I used to be able to just tell him what was on my mind, bro. He'd just go out there and say, you know, because this was maybe one of the longer press conferences I've ever seen from Mickey Loomis. And it was one of the most, like, pressure-filled, you know? Like, they were really asking him a lot of questions.
As it should be, because he really has a lot to speak about. I mean, at some point, we got to hold Mickey also accountable in all this, too. It's like, bro, you're missing on these draft picks now and these free agent signings. Yeah, we can blame it on Dennis Allen all we want, but at some point you got to hold yourself accountable too. And it's like he doesn't even know what to fucking say. Like,
and you know, and talk about the draft picks. Talk about the draft picks. I mean, all that got brought up. So like individually, you know, like Trevor Penning got brought up. Mickey stood by Trevor Penning. Still, he's like, hey, we still stand with Trevor Penning. You know, we're gonna use this offseason to really, you know, that was on us that we put him out there to start week 1 after he got injured. Dude, it's crazy to hear him say it because, yeah, he is the one that essentially, like, drafted these guys. But, like, a lot of it was, yeah, he got injured. You know, yeah, he got injured. Yeah, Peyton Turner, he started off good. He got injured. Well, Mickey, what is that telling you, my brother? You drafted.
You drafted bad. That's what he said. That's what it's saying.
Yeah, I mean,
you're just fucking missing. We've had that. I'm sorry, brother. We had that conversation though, like millions of fucking times with the draft picks. Like it's never ending. But at some point, he's got to hold himself accountable. Stop chewing fucking gum about it.
Now, I will say this one thing compared to like Dennis Allen, Derek Carr, Mickey Loomis does like. You did hear him take some accountability. But you know, I don't know if he's like being for real or not. Like he's just doing this to, you know, he was very man, it's the gum smack and maybe he just kind of made me feel like I was
like he was brushing it off.
Yeah. Like he was talking to me like I was just, you know, I was just a kid. Like I didn't.
That's probably how he thought. Like everybody, we gonna kid this press conference down.
It's pretty crazy, man. It's a crazy. Anything else you take away from that? And also, you know, I didn't even get to talk about this yet, but my question of the night tonight on HTM Live is, what's your favorite parade during Mardi Gras?
Shit, that's a hard one, brother. I'd have to really sit and think about it on that one. I'm mostly doing the parish parades and shit.
Love the parish parades. That's probably. I mean, that's up there. It's probably not my favorite ones, but you know, I do love the St. Bernard parish parades.
Most definitely, bro. But shout out to you, bro. Hopefully these Pels fucking pull it out this second half, bro.
Oh yeah, the Pels on right now. You right about that? They're playing Charlotte. Who they playing? Charlotte.
Yeah, and we letting them back in. As fucking always. I don't know if you saw my comment earlier. The fucking refs ain't making no calls for us. They getting every single call and we turning the ball over.
What's the deal with the refs, man? What do we got to do? I mean, can we just pay them off? You know, all of them collectively. They like like nuns, huh? They all live in a house together and shit.
You got to do it like was it The Longest Yard? You just throw the ball right at his fucking nuts and get a few calls.
Yeah. All right, my brother.
Much love to you, brother.
Right.
Who that?
Take care. Who that? Yeah, question of the night tonight, HTM Live. What's your favorite parade during Mardi Gras? Call me, obviously on whatever, but, you know, we talking about this Mickey Loomis presser, man. It was something else. Spread quarters.
Hey, bro. Love the show. Calling in from California.
Hell yeah.
I got one thing to say, brother. I feel like A.T. Perry, when he mossed that dude, I forget who it was, the corner, on one of the final drives of the season against the Falcons, that was like shadows of Michael Thomas, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like as much as I hate to say it, I feel like NT, he might be done, bro. He might be a salary cap casualty. We got A.T., you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, dude, I love A.T. Perry. And that was one of them dudes I felt like Derek Carr wasn't getting the ball to him enough because every time you got the ball to him, you know.
Well, he wasn't giving him any shine.
Yeah. Every time you got the ball to him, he did something more special every time. He's just one of them players. You could tell, like, we needed to get the ball to him. I remember one game, Jameis came in, and that was the play when Jameis went across the field.
He fucking hooked it against the Vikings, bro.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I've always been high on A.T. Perry. I've also always loved Mike Thomas, bro. I love Mike Thomas forever.
Bro, that's my guy.
Yeah, so, you know, I thought when he started the season, man, he started pretty fucking good. Like, I'm not saying that he was, like, blowing anybody's, but, you know, he started pretty good. So I was crushed to see him get injured because I really thought, you know, he would have made a difference. Essentially what I'm saying is, bro, man, that's just one of them dudes, man. I want him to retire a Saint. But
I feel you, bro. I see it like this, though. You got A.T., who's kind of like the Colston body. You got Rashid, who's kind of like the Meacham style. And then you got Olave, who's kind of like that.
I don't know if I'd say Shaheed. I don't mean to cut you off. I don't know if I'd say Shaheed is like Meacham, because Meacham was more of a he was a bigger receiver. You know, Shaheed's speed.
Yeah, but he was a flyer, dude.
He could go get the deep route. You're right, but he was just taller, I guess. I don't know what it was. I'm just not seeing the comp. All right, who else you said?
And Olave, they like him on those 12-yard ends, the little dig routes. I mean, that's a nice little combination. I know it's not sexy, but if we can build a line, you know what I mean? And Carr can sling it like he did.
Like he did when?
Bro, I don't know. Like he did the last 3 seasons of the game. The last 3
games of the year.
Games of the season, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. See, that's the sad part is that Derek Carr started to play good. Now he's on the couch in California. Have you seen him?
Nah, bro. He's out in Vegas, right?
Oh, I don't know. Does he live in Vegas or he lives in California? I forget.
I think he lives there from his Raider days. Man, I don't know. I'm not a Carr fan. I'm not following him around like that.
Yeah.
I was salty when we got him. I'm salty we have him now.
Yeah. All right, brother. I appreciate it.
Sit up.
All right, who that?
Who that?
Let's get some comments here, bro. Condescending vibes, to be honest. That's the word, Sid. That's the word right there I was looking for. That's what Mickey Loomis gave. Very condescending. Let's listen
Coming
to
into the season as
listen
well.
to more from Mickey Loomis.
But there's some things that we have to do collectively and individually to get there. And you know, actions are going to speak a lot louder than any words. So we'll see how this offseason goes. But yes, I'm excited about the potential of our team. But we've got to do it. I mean, we've got to perform.
One thing I did like that Mickey said is when they asked him about the booze and shit like that, you know, he said it was on them. You know, it's not on the fans. That's on, you know, I like hearing that. Spread quarters.
What's up, Dev?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Man, I don't know, you know, Loomis has been, if you've been listening to when he does that WWL after the game.
Oh, yeah, Oh, okay, what day is that on? Thursday? Like,
I think he does it Tuesday. I think Dennis does his show on Monday. Yeah. And then I think he does Tuesday. He's supposed to do it with Mike Haas, and sometimes I think some of the other guys. Sometimes Bobby does it. That's when he asks the question about, you know, the hypothetical about drafting a quarterback. And Mickey's been salty all season, really the last 6 weeks of the season. And, you know, I didn't get to really see the press conference today, but he's got a lot on the line.
Right.
Because, I mean, he's made this decision. And if the tickets don't come in, they need those season tickets. I mean, they've talked about it. This franchise needs that. The way the contract, they need that revenue. They're not like these others where they can just say, it doesn't matter if everybody shows up. They need that. They need it to be sold out. They need that revenue. And he's taking a risk, but he's putting himself on the line. I guess he feels like it's worth it. I don't know. I don't like his tone. I don't like how he's called reporters idiots.
Yeah.
Because they thought that he lost the team. You remember that when everybody said in the Bears game and they just came out? I mean, you know, people just feel like they're not prepared is what they meant. But he's been really salty against the fans. I mean, he was kind of against the fans a little bit.
Well, he did say, like I said, I think a few minutes ago, he said something along the lines that they asked him about that. And he said that, you know, that's on us. That's not on the fans. Maybe I would have been, he said, maybe I would have been in the stands booing too. So.
Well, but he didn't say that at the time. At the time, he was kind of he was kind of like, I understand financially. Like he put it like he only understands people not showing up if it's financial. So he's like, if people need money for the holidays, because they were talking about all the other. We've never seen a team dominate the whole dome, where it's like the colors are more than.
Yeah, it pisses me off. But he said that's the number one thing that pisses him off is when the fans sell the tickets, and that pisses me off too, bro. Like,
no, it does. No, I'm just saying, like, but there was financial. I mean, it has been a tough financial year, and the tickets are expensive. And it was around a time when people were for Christmas. I mean, I don't advocate it. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But this whole ticket system, the way they do now, it's just runs for that. I mean, in the old days, you know, you go down, you sell it you go sell your ticket, but you sell it to a Saints fan who's going by, you know, looking for tickets.
Right.
Now it's like you just sell it online. You don't know who's buying your ticket.
Right. Yeah. I mean, dude, I used to know, man, I knew a dude that was out front of the Hornets and the Saints games. I'm talking about when I was a teenager. I was probably like 13. His name was Big Red, man. I hope he's still alive. But I would see him in front of those games every single game. you know,
I think I remember it was always the same guys, and they have a bunch of tickets.
Yes, and I would even, because I would have some extra tickets at that time, because I was
That's right, we would too.
Yeah, I had a plug on tickets as a teenager, and you know, I go sell Big Red 3 for $60, you know, 20 a piece. You know, just quick cash, bro, quick cash.
Yeah, we would do that too, because we had like 8 tickets.
Yeah,
you know, we had like 4 in the loge, and then like 4 up in the top. You know, and we would sometimes not have those, and we just sell them to somebody like that. But they would only sell them the Saints fans, and at that time, I mean, that's what was there. They
Right.
sell them on game day. You get a couple extra bucks. It would pay for your burger and beer, kind of thing. You know.
And the thing about it is this a destination spot, like he said in the press conference, like Mickey said in the press conference. So, you know, if motherfuckers are looking at a schedule and their team plays New Orleans in New Orleans, like that's almost a no-brainer out of what game they're gonna go to that year.
I mean, there's no doubt about that. Why would you not choose? I mean, number one, you're not going to have to worry about cold weather. Not like if you're not going to New York, Chicago. You don't know what you're going to get. Here, you know what you're going to get. You come in November, December, it's perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
You can still play golf. You can do anything you want to do. Where it's not like that up north. I just don't know. I really just feel like he's taking a risk, but why would he take a risk? One, he's going to get close to, he's maybe going to retire in a couple of years. Two, they just don't really seem to care really at the moment. I mean, I don't think they have the urgency that they really want to go get somebody. Like, I don't feel like they're like, man, we got to get this back and get a chance to win again. They don't seem like that.
Yeah.
They seem like they're just okay with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go, brother. No, I appreciate it, man. But yeah, no, I agree, man. Who that? You know, one thing there was a very like he's comfortable, and he even said he's like, man, I want to make everybody else feel uncomfortable. Mickey, you looked really comfortable in that press conference, brother. And maybe that is what it is. Maybe that is what it is. Like, you get older. You know, he even said, like, you know, next 10 years, I'm gonna wake up one morning and decide that I'm tired of doing this. You know, but does that affect the risk that you willing to take right now with the Saints? Because you putting all your heart and investment, whatever, the city, everything is just all into Derek Carr and Dennis Allen now. And maybe Mickey's like, you know, fuck it, man. I'm only doing this for a few more years long anyway. Spread quarters.
Yeah, live.
Yeah, what's up?
First off, happy late birthday to our Lord and Savior, Drew Brees. I hope Derek Carr watched all of Brees' birthday highlight reels to remind him how much he fucking sucks.
Right.
You know,
right.
It was a good day until Mickey's press conference almost put me in a fucking hospital. You know, listening to this motherfucker smack his gum in our face, I'd love to shove a piece of juicy fruit up his fucking ass. You know, and then this motherfucker said, well, looking at the results and saying, we need to have a change. He said, we got to look beyond that. We need to look beyond you, Mickey. You know, then he says the reasons we're 9-8 instead of 13-4, because you banked on Derek Carr as our franchise quarterback, you jackass. You know?
That could have lost you a game right there.
And then it's a collective effort. It's a collective effort. Red Rocket, crab fingers, the total call, do your fucking job and get us a fucking quarterback, jackass. You know, he starts telling us he's gotten too comfortable. You got comfortable as soon as Tom Benson bit the dust. You got more comfortable than a dog laying on a couch. I mean, and then Mickey drops this bomb that making the playoffs year, the fucking playoffs next year is a realistic expectation. That's as realistic as Six Flags coming back next year. Give me a fucking break. I mean, then this goofy motherfucker says the other team's fans are coming to the games because they want to come to New Orleans. Nice fucking try. They're coming to the games because the fans ain't going to show up to watch this car on 3 wheels shit the bed every week. I mean, and then he starts making excuses for Carr about the circumstances in Oakland. The circumstances is he's garbage, and you gave him $150 fucking million. I mean, Mickey makes more excuses than a dad on Murray who said it ain't his kid. I mean, look, tell River Parish, line up the fucking trucks. there's going to be more trash after a Mardi Gras parade to pick up on airline next year.
And that's what I'm saying, man. You just give me a call and you just let it all out at once. You know, that's what I'm here for. Everything on your mind. So, he said Mickey was comfortable like a dog on the couch. That's the energy that I got from Mickey today. Like a dog on the couch. A nice couch. A couch the dog shouldn't even be on. Spread quarters.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Big Phil. I'm calling. I got Mickey Loomis's back. I think he's pretty decent. You know, I think his job is not to know football. His job is to know how to like cook the books, how to do the
That's
finances.
a good point. Yeah.
So I've always had his back on that because I understand that like he's an accountant. That's what his education is, and he was like one of the first dudes to be in the business on that side. But at the same time, I let him keep that job until he feels like he's too tired, he's too old to do that job. Because I know, you know, the way that the Saints, the way we work the cap, like you got to be up late at night to be figuring that out.
Yes. Yeah.
And eventually he's going to get too old to do that. So I just hope that like the president of operations, I forget the guy's name, like Losha or something. Like I hope he's being real with that guy and telling him like, hey, I'm getting too old for this.
Hey, you know,
I'll always have it.
bro, I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to stop you. So it's so true though, bro, because if there's one thing we all can be on agreement with Mickey Loomis is, bro, how much are we over the cap right now? Like under the cap or whatever, in negative, like $82 million or something like that. Bro, Mickey Loomis has got it to where we don't even trip about that no more because Mickey Loomis does this every year. We've been seeing this not for 5 years, 6 years. We've been seeing this for like 15 years. Him just hey, you pick a number. How about that? You pick a number out of a hat, and if that's what we need to, you know, get out of the cap, he's gonna make it happen, brother. Like, and he even laughed today at the press conference when they brought it up. He started laughing. He knows how good of an accountant he is. He's patting pockets, brother.
So but I do think eventually he's going to get too tired to do that. He's going to get too old.
Yeah.
Not going to be able to stay up late at night.
Yeah.
Pete Carmichael, rest in peace. It was time to go. Thank you. Thank you for whatever. I mean, he's been here since 2006, I think.
Yeah.
He's been here since the new squad, since
he was a boy.
College.
Since he was a boy, he's been here. Straight up.
Yeah. So rest in peace, dog. You should go to like Louisiana Tech or ULL. You could kill it there as an offensive coordinator. I hope you get you're
gonna wake up one night. It's gonna be like Pac-12 football. I don't even fucking know, somewhere out west, and you're gonna see Pete Carmichael, head coach of some college team, whooping somebody's ass. You're gonna remember this call.
Yeah, hopefully I see him, winning 7 or 8 games at some little mid-major or something. But is it true that we're going to replace him with John Gruden?
No, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be John Gruden. I think that he could be one of the people. I said this the other day on the show. Excuse me. They're not going to tell you what they're doing with John Gruden because he's such a high-profile name and such a highly. You either got something really, that you want to say about him that's probably not good, or you like him. It's really one or the other way. So they're not going to say nothing about what they're doing with him until they actually got, if that's even the case. That's my opinion on that. But they got 3 other guys. I mean, one of the guys is like Seattle's offensive coordinator. The other guy's the Bengals offensive coordinator or QB's coach or something like that. They got 3 guys they looking at besides what we thinking, Gruden.
To see that's my point, is that he brought in, he's Dennis Allen. I feel like Mickey is being as good of a business partner to Dennis Allen as possible, because he's like, hey, Dennis, I'm trying to let you keep your job. I'm going to get you the quarterback you wanted. I'm going to get you some of the players you wanted. Foster Moreau is the first name that comes to mind, but if he was to bring in John Gruden, that's like him like doubling down on being like, yo, I'm giving my head coach and my quarterback everything they could ask for to make them comfortable.
I don't think he's going to do it. I don't.
I don't think he should.
I don't think John Gruden would take. Why would John Gruden go work for Dennis Allen? The fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like to go be a coordinator under Dennis Allen. Why, if you were John Gruden, why would you do that?
Derek Carr made the playoffs 2 times. Well, he actually made the playoffs once when he was a Raider. He made it when he was with Jack Del Rio.
Kingsbury. Thank you. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off. Saints for life. That's who I want. And I ain't heard his name pop up yet for the Saints. I want Cliff Kingsbury, bro. That dude can run an offense. On God.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, they say Cliff Kingsbury was a character when he was in New Orleans.
Yeah, I want Kingsbury.
Yeah. Hell, dude, we're stuck with Derek Carr. I think he stinks. I don't like the way he tap dances in the pocket. It does not look right. But dude, give him everything. Put the best offense. Derek Carr's never had a running back run for 1,000 yards behind him when he was on a winning team.
But there's something to that. There's something to that.
There's definitely something to that. He comes up to that line having no fucking idea what he's doing. Because Drew Brees, he could all of a sudden point out, he's like, oh shit, they're scared of my fucking arm. Let me just give it to Chris Ivory, 11 yards up the middle.
Chris Ivory.
Again. That pre-snap recognition. Derek Carr doesn't have that.
All right, I got to go, brother, but I love the conversation.
All right, who that, baby?
All right, who that? Yeah, that was a good call, too, because it was right after, the other guy had lit in, was getting all on Mickey. And then this other guy, he kind of toned it down. That's the beautiful thing about conversation, because it's true, bro. Like, one thing we know, Mickey Loomis with the money, bro, you ain't going to show me nobody better. Nobody's better with the money than Mickey. He laughs at $80 million. He laughs at it. Spread quarters.
Devin, this is a good friend, a long-time listener, first-time caller. It's really good to hear you.
Hey, pleasure, man.
Love your show. Love what you're doing.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it.
I just want to say this. I think Mickey Loomis is a lost cause. I think he's a loser, and I think he hires losers. And personally, I don't know about you as a Saints fan, but I don't like losers.
No, I mean, I don't. I did feel a little like he was a little comfortable today. The gum smacking, and kind of just not making a big deal out of pretty much everything we make a big deal out of.
Well, sorry to cut you off, but speaking of a deal, I mean, has the guy ever read the art of a deal? You bring in a loser, you pay him a fortune. What are we doing here? Why are we doing this?
I don't know, but he's invested now, and he's standing behind it. He's doubling, tripling down. And
it's just absolutely ridiculous. And he hires a guy to coach the head coach of the football team. It looks like he runs a youth group at a Baptist church in Covington, Louisiana. Jesus Christ.
He does. He walks like he walks too. He walks like he grabs lattes maybe twice a day. He might be a.
The guy looks like a nurse anesthetist. I mean, come on.
Right. All right, my brother.
I love you, Devin. Devin, great show you got there. I'll talk to you later. Okay, have a wonderful night.
All right, take care of yourself. Who that? All right, let's get to some comments here if we got a second. Oh yeah, do me a favor, like the stream. You're gonna have to drop the chat down. You gotta hit the X on the chat and then hit the like button if you don't mind. Just trying to grow. When people search up live shows in New Orleans. With the Saints or whatever, I want to pop up. That's my goal. So I appreciate any help I can get with that. Spread quarters.
Devin.
Yo.
I was just hearing bro talk about motherfucking John Gruden. Why would we want John Gruden? The motherfucker Derek Carr wasn't successful under Dennis Allen. He wasn't successful under Jack Del Rio. He wasn't successful under John Gruden. Why would anybody want him on this team?
You asking about John Gruden?
Yeah.
Well, I think why, just because the name just to answer your question, I'm not saying that I don't really care. To be honest with you, like the offensive coordinator for me, like I want somebody like Kingsbury just because, like, I don't know, man. It's just something about that energy, you know? John Gruden's like a whole different thing. That's basically like getting a new head coach, and that's why I don't think it's going to happen. But I'd say A, because of the name, and B, because Dennis Allen kind of gives off bitch vibes, you know, bitch vibes.
Yeah.
So they know John Gruden.
Motherfucker.
They know John Gruden don't give up, because people could say whatever they want about John Gruden, this, that, the other, what's on the emails and all that shit. But everybody knows John Gruden's not a bitch. So
I would take him. He's just in that lawsuit, you know?
Yeah, I don't think he would, but why? But flip the question, and I asked the last caller, why would John Gruden come here?
He'd be drunk.
And then also, what is John Gruden's offense today in 2024? Like, what is that? Like, how good is that offense today? Spider, 2Y, banana? You know, like, I don't, you know, what is that going to do in 2024? Maybe that's why he didn't have success when the Raiders paid him $bazillion.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. Hey, last question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
You think Mickey Loomis had some of Sean Payton's pills today that he left in the desk?
Dude, I tell you what, Mickey Loomis was, I don't want to say he was on something or nothing like that, but he was definitely.
I'll say it. He was on something.
It seemed like he had just left a Metairie Country Club to me.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. But he had a few too many.
All right, my brother, who that?
Who that?
Paint the end zones and make crawfish cheap again. How y'all doing with crawfish? Just a side question there. Anybody found crawfish yet? Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a fucked up world. Don't delay the crawfish or make them hard to where you can't get them, or you know, don't king cake the crawfish. Let's get to, you know, whatever we got to do. If we all got to go out there and help farm them.
What's up?
Yo.
Hey, man, I was thinking, as far as John Gruden, as far as him wanting to come to the Saints, I mean, he's looking for an in, you know, back into the NFL. He's too controversial, so he needs like an assistant type role. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So that could be the other part, is that could be his situation. So I don't know, bro. If I wake up if I wake up tomorrow, whenever, and the Saints had somehow like got John Gruden, that offensive coordinator, I'd be kind of worried. The only reason I say that is because I don't know what I call it the spot.
I'd be disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know what his offense, like, if it translates to today's game. You know, like Kingsbury.
Yeah, he's old school. He's old news. I want a fresh mind down there at the Saints. I don't want someone from in the building. You know, I want someone fresh. I don't want, you know, some guy that's, you know, controversial, some old school dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I feel you. Trust me, John Gruden is not number one on my list. I'm saying, dude, I'm on this Kingsbury pack right now, bro. I wish, man. Like, that's, you know, because that dude will he'd get on call, bro. You know, he'd get on him.
Yeah, we need some swag. Man.
Yeah.
We need some swag, but yeah, Gruden, man. I mean, not to mention, you know, he's a, you know, as far as the PC thing goes, it's like, I don't really want that in New Orleans. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I prefer not to have it either, because it's gonna be like it's gonna turn into like a political thing somehow, probably. But who, you know, whatever. I mean, when I watch football, bro, I watch football. And I refuse to let like, you know, it turn into anything other than that. But I mean, anyway he goes, that's gonna be an issue for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I hope we see some fresh outside the building. And, you know, Ron Curry, probably a great dude. I hope we keep him. But I just want to see some fresh out the building stuff coming in, you know?
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I'm on that Kingsbury wagon, bro. Because that dude's pissed, too. Man. He's pissed, you know? He's ready to prove something.
Yeah, I want someone that's trying to prove something.
Right.
You know, so like a freak of nature that's like, I don't even want to be around this dude because he's so OCD and he's a workaholic. I don't even want to be around him, you know, like in normal life.
And I feel like Kingsbury would tell Derek Carr straight up, you know, and this was what wasn't happening probably with Pete. He'd tell Derek Carr straight up, hey, look, bro, you playing ass. brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
just like someone you can't stand. Like, remember Drew Brees when he just licking his fingers, like all OCD, looking like
$14 a pound for crawfish. Where?
Well, whatever, man. We need someone, like outside of the field. You can't stand to be around him because all he thinks about is work. This offense, our offense. Like, you know what I mean? Like someone that's just so driven that you know what I mean? Just like a freak of nature, dude. That's just like, I'm trying to make a name for myself right now, and like that's what I want in the building.
All right, my brother. Who that?
Feel me? You too, man.
All right. $14 a pound for crawfish, man. Somebody just put that in the chat. What the hell's going on, bro? See, this was what I was always scared about. Everybody, you see, I knew it, bro. I knew it when I couldn't get a king cake anymore from Randazzo's that the world, something's going on. Something's going on. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm blaming Karens. Number one, because they buy too much of everything. And now years and years of buying too much of everything has now affected, it's gotten to the crawfish probably. Somehow. They might say it's the weather or whatever. I think it's Karens. Karens done bought everything up. They probably bought the land that the crawfish. I don't. It's fucking terrible, bro. $14 a pound for crawfish. That's one of the worst things you could have put in the chat right there. Oh, man. All right. I'll still pay it. Yeah, no, you're right. I'll still pay it. If that's the lowest the price is gonna go. Hey, that's the lowest. I mean, I'm not gonna not eat crawfish. That's one thing I always asked for in life was to be able to watch the Saints and eat crawfish at the same time. And it's like, in order for that greatness to happen, in order for that spectacle to happen, the Saints need to play good to where they can get into the postseason and essentially the Super Bowl. The best crawfish would be, probably the Saints playing the Super Bowl eating crawfish. Yeah. Spreckles.
Hello.
Yo.
What's up, Devin?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. Just hanging out, talking about crawfish being so high priced right now.
Dude, trust me, I live in California, bro. Everything's overpriced.
Oh my God, you probably pay like $25 for one crawfish, maybe, if they could find
Dude,
one.
I gotta drive 100 miles to get gas under like $6, and they don't even have crawfish out here. They sell like prepackaged bullshit at Ralph's. It's terrible.
Oh, they got a Rouse's out there?
A Ralph's.
Oh, I got you.
Not even a Rouse's.
Gotcha. So they don't want you driving in gas cars out there though. They got that gas.
2030, they say they're cutting it off. Fast 6 years past.
Yeah.
They're not gonna sell a gas car. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Jesus.
But hey, not what I'm here to talk about. I know you got listeners listening. This is all I got to say. I hear everybody talking about, Mickey and Dennis Allen and Derek Carr, and I think mistakes were made for sure. And I think you plunge a bunch of money into a guy who got cast away from a bad football, like a bad franchise.
Yeah.
He was Derek Carr was a castaway from a bad franchise. So I don't know about everybody else, but I didn't have confidence in that guy coming in. So when we had that kind of season, you see Baker Mayfield having success in the playoffs. It's like, well, we deserve that shit.
That shit hurts. Yeah, that shit hurts. That shit hurts right
now. But really, beyond all that, names and faces are going to come in and out of the door. And I think this is all I'm going to say, and then I'm gonna roll out because I got to work. But when's the last time the Saints drafted a first-round quarterback? The internet wouldn't tell me off the rip. They would show me old draft picks and shit like that.
It was Archie Manning.
When have we had Saints fans just need fucking hope, right? We don't even need to be Super Bowl contenders every year. We need somebody on the sideline who is like, hey, play this motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah.
Why don't we get one of those cats? You know
It's the
what I'm
Reggie
saying?
Bush effect is essentially what you're talking about. You draft somebody that's going to get the asses in the seats. That solves one problem, right? And then from there,
sure.
you build, you know what I'm saying? You got to take a shot. You can't stay stuck. If I stayed talking about what songs were good in 2005, well, eventually people would be like, motherfucker, you only talk about old ass music.
So everybody's still listening to Lil Wayne,
So what I'm
Artist
saying,
Free. I mean, come on.
well, what I'm saying is though, like we have to like be willing to do something new. We have to take a shot at, by all means, the Saints cannot miss in the draft in the first round this coming draft. They can't. It can't be a guy that's not going to immediately just make an impact. They have to get somebody. Mm-hmm.
There's just a certain. This is what I'll say. It's just a certain staleness to a team who has like Mickey Loomis coming to a press conference, comfortable chewing gum on camera, no production coordinator saying like, "Hey, Mickey, you got to swallow that shit." Like it just feels like a lot of like riding off the past and not really caring about what's going on now. And just that's all I got to say. Draft a fucking quarterback. Put some hope in the building. Jesus Christ.
Who dat?
Take it easy. I love you.
All right, man. Take care.
Who dat, baby?
Man, I would love. I mean, got to get closer, I guess, to the draft to see my favorite time. One of my favorite days of the year is the draft, and it's crazy because the Saints have fucked us over so many times on that day when you're so excited. And next thing you know, you hear a name like Peyton Turner or Marcus Davenport. You wait. You know who says it best? Bill Burr. Bill Burr talks about people who watch the draft being so fucking excited. You know what I'm saying? Only to hear like a guy, Spread quarters.
Hey man, how you doing?
Yo, what's up?
Man, I just want to talk about how Mickey was at that press conference chewing that gum.
Yeah, dude.
He looked like he just looks like he doesn't care. Like it's just crazy. He look like he has no fear for his job. Like his job is secure every season.
The gum smacking is so symbolic to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just come off like he's so arrogant, like he can't be fired.
Yeah, that's what.
And I understand that I understand he have a relationship with the owner and all, but I mean, you still have to come to your job like somebody else could come take your job,
Right.
And he's not handling it like that.
It's the gum smacking. I didn't know that gum smacking was so like arrogant until today.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. Then him comparing the coach to like historically great coaches, like that was just like that. When he went to talking about like Bill Belichick and Tom Landry and all of these great coaches, I'm like, man, get the fuck. Are you serious? Like.
That's when you start asking if there's something in the gum.
Yeah.
It was a wild press. I knew it though. I knew when I saw it go live on Twitter, I was like, instant click. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in there watching it now, and dude, like within like a minute of like hearing, I was like, okay, he is on one. It's just
yep.
He is
That's
on
exactly
one.
the same way I felt. Like as soon as I clicked on, I heard them smacking the gum, talking about Tom Landry and Bill Belichick, and they had losing seasons their first 3 years, and I'm like, dude, you really giving this man excuses,
Yeah.
But okay, if you want to keep him, okay, that's whatever. But you got to do something with this draft coming up. If you want to keep the coach, you got to draft something. You got to make some type of noise if you want to keep that coach.
Got to go back to drafting the best talent available. Remember when the Saints used to do that? They haven't done that. They want to go at these projects. Best talent available, no matter what.
And they're not even to the point where they're trying to like move up in the draft. They're not even trying to like, make things exciting. They're not. Whatever, man. You got to bet for the future, man. And then they're not betting on it right now. They're not using it. They pick wisely. Because the Bears, they hanging on to that number 1 pick, but they don't want it, They don't want it. They want to keep their quarterback, So it's possible for you to talk to the Bears, trade some players, get that first round pick,
Would you trade Lattimore for that pick?
Hell yeah. he ain't on the field anyway.
Yeah.
What he played 2-3 games?
I know.
You know, he's not on the field. Yeah, trade him. Put him and Michael Thomas in there together. You know, they're not on the field.
But I feel like Mike, and I could be misspeaking here. I don't really care, but I feel like Mike actually wants to play for the Saints. Lattimore just be chilling.
Yeah, Lattimore be chilling. Like he's not a part of the team. Like he's just a friend of the team.
Yeah.
Friend of the family, man.
Because I'm gonna tell you, the Bears would take that trade in a heartbeat. I feel like.
Yes, indeed. I believe so too. Because they want to keep their quarterback. They don't want that. And the Bears always fumble their first round pick anyway. So something stupid gonna end up happening. Somebody that really need that pick, they're gonna go get that pick. But we need that pick. We need better than 14. You know, 14, 13. That's what I'm seeing in the mock drafts that we have. Like
we gotta
14,
at least get to 10. We gotta at least get to 10.
Yeah, at least get to 10. But but who would you want him to draft in the first round? Or would you want him to go for offense, defense?
I'm gonna be honest with you. First of all, if Brock Bowers slips at all, you got to take that dude. That dude is a superstar, and then he's a tight end,
I agree.
which is crazy because like you wouldn't think that we necessarily looking for a tight end, but like he's really that good. Like you know how like what was the tight end this year for the Lions? Laporta. Immediate impact.
Immediate impact, and the one for the Bills. The tight end for the Bills.
Kincaid,
immediate impact. Yeah. Immediate.
So that's what. So like Dallas Turner for Alabama, I see him kind of falling around that area, and like you know, that's a guy like if you don't take him, the next thing you know, who's gonna take him? Somebody like the Ravens or something, and then he's gonna turn into a freak.
Yep, I agree.
All right,
who that?
No doubt. Just gotta get that best talent you can get, and I'd like to get to 10. You know, I'd like to get, if we can. And I got really excited when I was talking about that Lattimore stuff. You know, I would hate to see Lattimore go, but it's just the truth. You know, he don't play a lot. I don't ever remember him playing like a whole season. So that's just the truth. But you know. Let's see what we can do. Mickey's gonna pat some pockets and, you know, some phone calls. You know, Mickey's got to be a good phone call to gum smacking. I didn't know he smacked on gum like that.
Yo, what up, D?
Yo.
Yeah, so as far as like an OC coming in, I don't want them to spend time trying to figure out a quarterback to come in. I want them to come in and say, okay, we're stuck with Carr.
Okay.
This is what we're working with. How can we make him better? Because we're stuck with him. So, like, who's gonna come in? What OC is gonna come in and work with Carr, work with our receivers, and make them better? Because I surely don't want an OC that's gonna come in. Oh, okay. Well, let's just start drafting. You know, using our number one picks or whatever. You know, on quarterbacks. Like, no, like. We're stuck with Carr. Let's get some defensive linemen, some O-line, you know?
I don't necessarily I want to draft a quarterback. I don't necessarily care if it's in the first round or not because I still think you can get some value in like the third round at quarterback. I just want a guy that potentially has a chance to where if Derek Carr plays so bad, because, dude, it was very close. It was very close this year to where – And I feel like everybody would probably agree with this. It was very close at one point this year to where people were like, hey, man, you might want to put Jameis in. And this guy was making $150 million or whatever he's making. And for that to even be a thought, man, you got to play some pretty unimpressive football. And so that was a really close point. So I just want to have somebody there next year just in case it gets to that, even with the new OC, to where if he gets to that, bro, we can go to this other guy.
Yeah, but we're stuck with Carr though financially. So
I think we could get out after next year. But I'm not trying to wish bad on him or nothing. But I think we could get out after next year. I think it's those first 2 years.
After next year. But during this upcoming season, like, what does he do good? He does good when he's not under stress. You know, when he's got time in the pocket. So let's put some linemen and give him time in the pocket. If he fucks that up, then the following year. You know what I'm saying? But right now we're stuck with him next year. So
I just want to draft the best available talent. For me, if we just talk about that first round, I want to draft the best available talent. If it's an O-lineman, then so be it. But it better not be an O-lineman from Mississippi Valley that we've never even heard of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it needs to be a star. This guy, when I'm telling you, bro, I want to feel the ground shake when that motherfucker gets to New Orleans, bro, if it's an offensive lineman.
Right. Yeah, a couple ground shakers. I think we might be all right, man. For real.
Well, we'll see.
I think we might be all right.
I hope so, brother. I'll pray.
Who dat, brother?
Who dat?
Peace.
You know, if it's not a fun pick, it better be. He better be able to bench press a fucking apartment complex. I need to hear. He's got to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for me. It's got to be impressive. Spread quarters.
Yeah, man. I think we should give Jake Hayner a shot, man. Really think we should give Jake Hayner a shot. I feel like I watched some of his people at Fresno, man. Man, the guy is a cerebral quarterback, man.
Come on, you said cerebral?
I think he's a cerebral quarterback, man. Check out some of his film at Fresno, man. I'm telling you, man, they need to give him a shot. They need to give him a shot.
Yeah, I was about to say it's the height for me, but you know, he's 6'1", so he's pretty much Drew's height, or taller. So
yeah, man, he's a great decision maker, man. He was a great decision maker at Fresno, man. I think that's why they drafted him, man. You got to go check him out. I'm telling you, everybody counting him out. They need to give him a shot.
No, Jake Hayner went off in the preseason. Like, he was very impressive. And then he had the PED suspension, so everybody kind of, I think, concluded that the only reason he played good was because he was on some drugs, you know? But I'm with you. I mean, like, as far as, like, if he's good, like, he's decent. But hey, just like you said, I'm going to go watch his highlights just so I can just refresh myself on Jake.
Yeah, man. Check him out. Who that, man? Who that?
My boy is dead ass serious about putting Jake Hayner in. I've never had a man call my show and say Jake Hayner is cerebral. Boy, when he said that, I said he's a Jake Hayner fan. Spread quarters.
I'd rather suck milk out of Dennis Allen's titties than fucking pay $13 a pound for crawfish.
All right, my brother. Hey, I wanted to tell you that Eagles bet didn't work out for you. We didn't want to talk about that. Remember, he called the other night saying, you know, the Eagles were a lock. He said, take it to the bank. So, I don't know. He might have been out there selling dick after that one. Hey, do me a favor, man. Like the stream. Trying to get the stream out there so people know what's going on. You know, we got. I'm gonna keep doing live shows. At first, it was every Sunday, but you know, I'll probably just whenever some shit. You know, just go live on YouTube. Appreciate everybody showing up, calling. Love the conversations. You know, I'm having a good time right now. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. Spread quarters.
Yo, I had to call back.
Oh, what's up?
I wanted to ask you about your stint in the red beans and rice in your Fulton County prison.
Oh wait, you asking me about?
How'd you like Folsom?
I like it. I was looking at property out there. I thought.
No, we own property out there. When I was a kid, we had property out there. I used to go out there and fish all the time. When I saw you post that, I was really like reminiscent because we used to go out there. We had friends, we had property, and they had horses. So it was pretty neat to see you go out there. That was pretty good.
No, that's what, like, if you want to see me, like, look, I've been doing this for 192 months. Yeah. So that's like years, you know? So, like, you got to imagine on my, like, how it wears on me mentally. Like, you know, it's like one of those things to where, you know, I love it and then I fall out of love with it, you know, with doing this segment.
Because because of repetition. Yeah.
Well, and then I just get tired of hearing, like, I'm a normal person, bro. I'm not, You know, so when I hear the same shit over and over, like I get aggravated and shit like that. But you know, that to go like drop me off in the middle of somewhere I'm so foreign to, like I don't know anything about it, and then for me not to know like what was going on in this trailer, like I really thought somebody was probably sleeping on the couch or something. And she opens up the door and she's got a full blown hot plate service going on. I'm like, okay, this will rejuvenate me, bro. Like this this is fun to me, you know.
You scared me a little bit because you were playing some Walking Dead music.
That's what I think about when I think of Folsom. I don't know, man. It's just like riding out there.
The whole picture when you were driving down I was like, this is like a Walking Dead. Like he's gonna go in.
Right, and I had like one car behind me, the same car the whole time. I'm thinking like every movie I saw where there's just one car, the same car behind you, and you know what that means, bro. You about to get an axe to the head, you know.
I was waiting for walkers to come out around you, and you're like going into this.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get some red beans.
All right, my brother. I'll talk to you.
All right, man. Take care. Take care.
Later. Take a few more calls if we got them. Sprite quarters.
Man, I'm so glad you're on right now, bro, because I really need some therapy.
Yeah, that's
for
right.
For the gaslighting I heard today out of Mickey Loomis' mouth, bro, I'm gonna need some intensive therapy.
Yeah, if you want.
Can we talk about it for a second, please?
Absolutely, man. Like, and I'll even play it for you again.
6-10, 0-11.
Oh, come on, man! You gonna give me extra trauma, like
5-8. Hall of Fame coaches, all of them. Bill Walsh, first year, 2-14. Second year, 6-10. So I think the easy thing to do is just look at the results and say, "Oh no, we got to have a change." You got to look beyond that,
brother. You got to look beyond.
I'm a flash out.
Are you looking beyond that?
I'm a flash out. Oh man, did he really compare him to Bill Belichick?
And then went to Bill Walsh.
And do you realize how he only put their like either first 3 or their first 5 seasons in? Because after that they started winning and shit. Bill Belichick might have had a fucking Super Bowl. Like, dude,
my thing is,
shit.
If you're keeping Dennis Allen, keep the motherfucker. But you ain't gotta. We don't need the
lies. The blatant lies.
Yeah.
Like, this is blatant lies. And you know what? The worst part about it is he feels like he literally, that interview, you could feel the energy. He feels so untouchable. Like, he never fears that his job is in jeopardy. And that's the biggest problem. You can't have somebody running not just your team, your whole organization that feels like they aren't going to lose their job. In the interview, he said, he was like, one day I'm going to call it quits. No, motherfucker. Hopefully one day Gail wakes up and cans your ass.
You know, look, I want it to be known. I like Mickey. I like the character he is. I like all that. Like, that's why I've always like impersonated him and stuff. And that's because he's, to me, he's exactly what he walked up to the podium as today. The gum smacking motherfucker. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I just always envision it because you don't really get a lot from Mickey. Like, but like I always kind of envision that's kind of how he was, and that's what he showed. I like that aspect of it, right? But I just want him to take things more serious, you know. And I understand. Hey, man, you pay a quarterback $100 bazillion, you know, you probably got to stand by him after just 1 year, you know, or the coach, he's been knowing Dennis Allen, bro, probably for fucking close to 20 years, you know, so there's got to be some type of, it's not like you can't sit here and tell me that Dennis Allen's a good coach and then be for real, you know, there's just no way. There's just no way.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he could be all like, you know, cryptic and like arrogant yet cryptic, but a little honest like he is. But like, dude, he's like, oh, man, it's like straight garbage. I'm hearing like straight garbage. Like, like he really thinks we're like dumb. Like, he really thinks we're dumb. That's what I really believe. Like, he said that. So, like, he really thinks our fans are like, we're just that dumb.
But I also think that's a thing.
I like the attitude too. But like, he feels untouchable. But go ahead, my bad.
No, I was gonna say I think that's something in older guys that have been in the league. Older guys that have been in the league, like, you know, the fans today, bro, with the internet, social media, everything, you know, we very brutal, bro. And we very straight up, and we're going to give you exactly what's on. You know, they still talking, like, guys like Mickey Loomis are still talking to the press and everything like that, like they used to talk back in the day. You know, fans ain't taking that shit no more. You know, they're gonna be like, oh, who's this gum smacking motherfucker think he is? You know, up here telling me that Dennis Allen's a good coach. You know, like who watched that and didn't gasp when he said that? I mean, it's hard not to gasp. You know,
I mean, the man's been coaching 10 years. Oh,
hey, good defensive coach, give it to him. No doubt. One of the best.
100%. 100%. Got to give him that.
You know, but that's like, you know, that's like saying, who's another good defensive coach that just wasn't. I can't anyway. But my point,
you know why? Because you don't remember him. Yeah. You don't remember him because they don't last as a head coach.
Well, they got one.
Not built for it.
They got one in the playoffs right now, huh? Who's a defensive coach in the playoffs right now?
The Texans coach.
DeMeco Ryans. DeMeco Ryans. Yeah.
He played for them.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, that's one dude. But like it's I don't know. It's like it's rare.
But DeMeco Ryans is, you know, he'll hype your team up. He'll hype your grandma up if you need to. Dennis Allen.
He's no Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen, that's for sure.
Dennis Allen might hype you up to take a sip out of your frappe latte or something.
he might bring the lattes in for the team. He might get the whole team lattes. And a Starbucks gift card, but like, yeah, you're not gonna get you ready to go beat the Falcons. He's gonna go out and apologize after like a sissy.
Yeah, that was terrible. Never forget that. Never forget that.
Yeah, never forget that.
Right.
But
who that?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Just Mickey's terrible. Who that?
All right, brother. Later. Aaron Glenn, but he's not a head coach. He's a defensive. Dan Campbell though, and he played for the Saints, so nothing to do with defense and nothing like that, but played for the Saints. And was a part of the bounty shit. Like, as far as he was on that team, you know, you wonder why Dan Campbell hype a fucking team up, motherfucker. Keep chopping wood. Spread quarters.
Hey, Jake from Uptown. Just want to let everybody know that wants to get rid of Mickey. He's, like, literally in the will. So, good luck with that.
Well, there you have it, guys. So, appreciate that, Jake from Uptown. Got ties on the will. Jake got that funeral plug. Love that. Keep chopping wood. Let's go to the chat, man. Yeah, but those guys inherited bad teams. DA received a talent, good team, big difference. Same for life. Jono Bones, we need a GM Loomis skit after today. We do, and I want one. I want one bad. I thought about it all day today. And what's crazy about it is all I got to do is just throw on, you know, it's funny, man. It's like movies you watch when you grow up. You know, all I got to do is just throw on the gray wig. You know, it's like Mike. All I got to do is put on the shoes. You know, if I throw on that gray wig, bro, you know, I'll turn into Loomis quick. Jesus will come down from the clouds before Dennis Allen wins a Super Bowl. You know, I don't think that that's a far-fetched statement. I think that that's pretty spot on. I think most people would probably bet on that. People would bet on Jesus coming back. Spread quarters.
Hey, bro, I'm so glad to hear Mickey Loomis thinks highly of Dennis Allen to put him in the same conversation with these Hall of Fame coaches. It only takes two bad seasons for us to get to a run here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my jaw dropped, bro. He's up there chewing that gum, sitting all cozy, like he ain't got a thing to worry about. And when they started talking about the cat, the way he laughed,
that was funny. That was one of my favorite parts because that was funny. Like right when they brought up the cap, even Mickey knows he's about to. That's me. One thing I give Mickey, bro. He will finagle that money. I'm telling you, bro. Watch that number. Watch what that number turns out to be.
Yeah, it's going to go down, but I mean, come on, bro. We got to do better with the cap. Stop kicking the can down the road. And look, I'm glad to see Pete Carmichael go, but I ain't gonna lie, we can't diminish what that man did for us. He was here for a long time. You know what I mean? He came here when nobody else wanted to come, and they needed a fall guy for DA. But I ain't gonna lie, we needed something new in there. And Marshawn Lattimore, Mike Thomas, get them out of here. Get them out of here. These dudes getting paid to sit on the couch more than they are to play. You know what I'm saying? And then the last thing I want to say is, I've been seeing people talk about Alvin Kamara's washed up. Come on, bro.
No.
They just ain't using the man right.
Correct.
Look at Christian McCaffrey. When they took him off for the Panthers and put him over there at the 49ers, he caught his second win.
Correct.
Kamara ain't washed up.
No.
I guarantee you put Kamara in a proper offense, he going to take off just like he was before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They really – and they didn't just do it with Kamara. Trust me, bro. I'm in full agreement. Been on that wagon because they made him look like not a star this past year somehow. And then just to back up how badly they used him is the Jamal Williams example. You just don't go from 17 touchdowns to 1 like that.
Exactly.
You need help to get there.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. So people talking about Kamara's washed up, man, they just need to go ahead and sit down. They don't know what they're talking about.
Right. That's one Saint I refuse to consider for trade. Like, I really want to keep Kamara.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to keep Jameis Winston. I know they're gonna get rid of his ass, but the shit he pulled at the end of the year, but that's why we love him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He don't give a fuck.
Right.
Jameis, I like Jameis.
He went straight to Italy. Kamara. I saw him post a picture in Italy today. So season over, he went straight to Italy. You know what? That's some shit I would do.
But anyways, all right, bro. That's all I wanted to say, man. I love the show, bro. Keep up what you're doing, brother. Who that?
Thank you, bro. Who that? Jedi. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for that. The super chat. This is Jay. Jay from Uptown. Love the show. I was saying, Mickey. No, we get what you're saying. No, I get it. I love the call. Yeah, I love the call. Sometimes I'm hard to read facially and like with my expressions and sometimes it might seem like I don't like, that's not, I'm always here it'd be hard to piss me off doing this. Nothing like that. I understood what you were saying and everything, bro, but I appreciate the $5. Pel's on one right now. Glad we got something to watch. Yeah, dude. And that's going to pick up. We only in January, so you figure by March and just, knock on wood, barring we healthy, bro. Going into the playoffs, Pel's on pace to win 48, 49 games this year. Get him in the playoffs. What a feeling it's going to be. That's I'm telling you, man, that playoff basketball in the blender, I think back to one of my favorite times in my life. It was when the Hornets played the Mavericks in the playoffs. I think we beat them 4-1 in that series. Just beat the shit out of them. They had Dirk, Jason Terry, everybody. Being in the blender for that was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. The vibe was crazy, dude. And then to go on and play the Spurs when they had their peak players, we go up 2-0 on the Spurs. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, you name it. All of them. The arena was blasting, dude. So, you fuck around and get a good New Orleans basketball team in to the playoffs. Trust me, man, that vibe's going to be immaculate. It's going to be an immaculate vibe. And if we can win, we win a series. Dude, trust me, football season will come a lot quicker if we win a series. Yeah, I'm trying to get in the blender soon. But Jonah, I appreciate it, bro. The 283. This guy, bro, Jonah's one of the funniest dudes in the world, and he don't even try. And he catches all the puns and all the opportunities for him. Effortlessly. Thank you, bro. It's awesome. I saw Miss Kenna in here too. Y'all don't know about Miss Kenna, bro. I fuck with Miss Kenna. I fuck with the name Miss Kenna. Anyway, this has been fun, man. I'm gonna shut it down. Hey, I got first and foremost, this show's been presented by Rob's AC and Heating. Give him a call. Or you can check out their website, robsair.com, just like it sounds. One of the easiest websites that you could think of, dude, because Rob's a pretty simple name. And then you add air, robsair.com. AC, heating. You need a generator. Don't get caught in the dark with a wet ass without a generator this upcoming hurricane season. Go ahead and take care of that with Rob. He's going to take care of you if you need a generator. Honeywell generator. You know, they're going to maintenance it. They're going to watch over it. All that shit. So check them out. Rob's AC and Heating, 504-348-7128. I got merch. Hot plate, Mardi Gras hot plate merch with titties on it. I got one on me. So yeah, I got Mardi Gras hot plate merch, and the links are in the description with titties on it, just like such. All right, and that's available. HTMsports.com/shop. The links in the description. Mardi Gras hot plate merch with the titties on it. So, King of Cubs, I see you, bro. Yeah, I'm on that Xbox. I've just been playing multiplayer, Call of Duty multiplayer. Nobody plays with me, so I just jump in lobbies. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about me is I'll play a few games and then just go dip out and shit. So I'm not like a dependable player right now. But yeah, I've been known Loomis was from Oregon. NCAA 24, let's go. Or it would be 25. Would you call it 25? You call it 24. Either way. All right, y'all take care. Do me a favor, like the stream before y'all get out of here. And then, of course, if you're not subscribed to the whole Mayo station, subscribe to the station. You know, we have a good time on here. Always got the phone line open. I put my podcast on here, the RYB podcast. And then, of course, RB and All Day, which is a 192 Monday running segment. You know, I've grown old doing that shit. So, anyway, y'all take care, and we'll be back for another stream, you know, hopefully soon.